Siargao, is the hype real? From the observation of a tourism planning specialist, there's this thing called the Siargao curse. But it's not the bad kind. The only thing that suffers in this phenomenon is the wallet of the visitor. That curse only means that when somebody arrives in Siargao, the impact to the visitor will be so profound that he or she would not want to leave the island, or he will opt to go through the maximum allowed extension of his visa. Some would go through the process of leaving Siargao, then realize that they came in late at the airport and missed their flight. They are then forced to remain in Siargao, but with big smiles on their faces. Yup, they are the ones who have lost and yet won in their hearts. At least for another few weeks more stay on the island. Siargao is an interesting case study for tourism. The tourists usually come for the hype of nature, adventure, and being with the crowd of fellow travelers. But many of them were actually caught by the other hype not usually defined as tourist motivation. Many call it the people and the community. For somebody who has been studying the tourism industry, I see that the sense of community and belonging are naturally part of the consequences in immersing oneself in places where people are welcoming and have little social issues. You will realize this when you take note of other destinations in the Philippines. But if you ask me, Siargao is indeed blessed with high-quality natural features and consequent activities, that the island is bound to become a major tourist destination. But of course, many were done in the past before Siargao became a magnet for travel spotlight. Surfing is the hook that brought in awareness to the destination. Access through airport development brought in regular streams of tourists. In the beginning, investors came in and made a more diverse tourism business industry. Local government executives allowed ease of establishing business, but I heard that it is becoming more difficult now, which is actually and unfortunately the usual trend in many places. And hear this. The island has more high-quality tourism assets that it can offer, not just the established surfing, island hopping, and visits to tidal pools and a karst-enclosed lagoon. Happy and blessed are those who can stay longer and discover more sights and the kindred spirits of the locals. But for those who have limited time and visited only the places in the travel menu offered to tourists, I would not say that you missed a lot. What I mean is that it will be worth it to go back to Siargao and fully absorb the curse it slaps on the willing and happy travel victims. Get ready to be presented with more waves, wild coasts, islands, waterfalls, mangroves, rivers, trails, and caves, and the warm smiles and handshakes of the locals. Siargao is also one of the few places where the mundane or even uninteresting features have become major tourist congregation areas. A field of coconut trees have become a human drone area. A river became a major tourist attraction. Even a short stretch of concrete road turned into a place where you see lots of fellow tourists and locals. And if you indeed would be able to come back, I would suggest that you be as mobile as you can. Hire a van, a motorcycle, or whatever wheeled vehicle you can get your hands on. Just be very careful while driving, so you can still come back the third or nth time in the future. We have a lot more to talk about Siargao in the future vlogs, so keep an eye on this channel.